Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 26 of Baldur's Gate 3, and we are once again here in camp. And when I went to talk to Gale, because I wanted to check his spells, he had a dialogue option, so I didn't want to click on that until we were live, and here we are.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
And here it is. The Nightsong sounded useful. Could it save you from the orb's detonation? That's sort of in his body, so everything from this click is brand new.
Alas, no. The charm Elminster granted me requires my death as the spark that will light the orb's fuse. Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. And gods only know what it might do to the orb itself. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this Nightsong. And if we manage to find it, the harm will be all Ketheric's. So, well worth indulging our curiosity.
Okay, I was actually talking to him because I wanted to check his spells and bring him aboard. I believe he has not been in the party since the last long rest, so he's one of the party members that's like fully loaded. And Lae'zel is about as down bad as you can be.
No room in your party. What should I do?
We haven't leveled her up yet. So, she gets brutal critical. You've trained to strike swift and true. When you land a critical hit, you roll an extra damage dice as well as the normal additional critical dice. That's a very easy level up. Only good news. It's time to go into the Nightsong. Last episode, we did everything that I can find at Moonrise Towers that doesn't involve getting into a fight with somebody else, like a really high-level general person. So, I think it's time to hit it. We're gonna go to the Verge of Shadows.
No one back home will ever believe this.
And Shadowheart, you are up.
Party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope.
Are you sure you want to proceed? Depending on your choices, the state of the region could change and some active quests may become unavailable.
Trepidation and awe ripple through you as you enter the water. Beyond lies Shah's domain, the Shadowfell.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
You did well. Better than I would have credited you with. Now, hurry along and bear witness to my masterpiece.
This is the Dark Lady's domain. He does not belong here.
I cleared the way to this place, not you. Why shouldn't I just kill you instead of letting you interfere? I don't hate it, except doesn't he still think that we're tadpoled? How did you get here?
Simple. I followed you. It seems Shah still holds a grudge against General Thorm, and so sought to prevent me from entering in his name. Luckily, you were the perfect agent in helping me slip past her defenses. Now the Nightsong is within reach.
If I say this, I think Shadowheart will not approve. I'm frankly comfortable with that. I'm just noting that. Quite an elaborate setup. Is the relic truly worth it?
There is not a shadow of a doubt. But don't take my word for it. Come,
See for yourself.
Okay, this got us what we wanted, which was not being friends with him.
As if the softest push could send me drifting away.
Oh, do we have super jump ability? Yeah, Featherfall.
Well, that ends. Not as bad as it could.
Okay, hold on. Shadowheart, are these friends of yours? People with whom you can converse?
Just a little bit further. See my actions, Lady Shaw. Hear my words of faith.
Gale, you are right on top of the thing that I want to take.
How much further can I go?
Wait, can I be attached to my character when we do this? Whee! Except for the times that my character just plunges unceremoniously to her death because she, like, I don't know, slips. The jumping controls in this, I just like how precise they are. You can see where you can get to, where you can't.
Emptied my heart of falsehood.
Come on. Let me just very quickly jump in here. We'll just go to latest and make sure that all this cool stuff gets marked as wares. That'll make it, whoops. Add to wares.
I have vanquished your foes.
Descend to
Something good here. I hope.
Yeah, between episodes, there was, like, we had picked up enough over the course of the end of last episode that was like, you know, 1,200 more gold that we were able to get by just trading at the trader. So I just dumped all that stuff. Oh, and there was an achievement to rescue all of the prisoners that procced at some point last episode. So I guess we did a good job after all. It's refreshing to have done at least one nice thing. I know I said this last episode, but man, am I tired of, like, going in, okay, so here's the plan, everyone. We're going to be super careful, and we're going to make sure that we can sneak around and get in and out, and it'll be great. And then just the very first person like, hey, you! And it's just a huge bloodbath from there. Okay, so what do we like from here? Remember how I just said it's very easy to tell? Yeah. It's just a matter of, like, figuring out where the camera feels most comfortable.
Lady Shaw's will shall be done. As sure as my offer.
I kind of... No, I mean... Our ranger is the... Hold on. Although my ranger can make this, I don't know that the others can, and I'm also not sure if this is going to be death. Seems a little slanty to me. Where's Corvus? Crap. I don't know why he didn't come. That's very much Balthazar, and that's... Nightsong's like a dude. Singer of Sorrows. Alright, well, let's learn more about this.
Balthazar, come to add more bars to my cage? Or perhaps to lead this would-be Justicia's blade directly to my heart? I invite you Heap more sins upon your head. My retribution will be all the sweeter for them.
All this time, and you still fail to appreciate the gifts I bestowed on you, Aelin. Sad to see a thing of beauty not recognize its own worth. But General Thorm, he appreciates you, and he wants you close at hand. So, I am here to whisk you back to him.
Ketherick. I welcome the sight of him after these 100 years. He whose immortality I supply with my very soul.
General Thorm. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior for him, but just in case, I've taken some precautions. Keep back. It will take quite some concentration to secure Aelin for her little journey.
The Nightsong is Shah's sacrifice. She's my destiny. He cannot have her.
What are you going to do with her?
Bring her home. What else? Aelin is so much more than you comprehend. She is an Asimar, bound to a soul cage of my creation and lending her immortal strength to General Thorm. Her power, his will, and my genius. An unsurpassable feat.
Ramblings most unsane. Poor Balthazar. For maggots ate his brain long ago.
Hold your tongue, Aelin, or I'll take it away from you again. And you, no more questions, no more interference.
If she's the reason Ketherick Thorm is invulnerable, you're not taking her leave or you're a dead man. He's already a dead man, though. Go on then. So we're not saying this. Take him or attack him. Do we just attack him? Why would we announce it? Just attack him.
Fly at me, you fool. You cannot stop what is to come.
Okay, so we've got a bunch of apostate defenders. These are new. Skeletons. I probably should have drank that potion where she gets some of her channeled divinities back. Wow, there's a lot of these guys. Hold on, how many are we dealing with? A lot. And then we've got these apostate destroyers. And where is everybody? Oh, very cool. Okay. Well, for this instant, it's me v. Balthazar. And then Karlach can come downstairs in a minute. I have to assume that Balthazar is going to do something nasty to her if given the chance. Either that or he does something nasty to me. Do I have any options to mess him up? Oh, you know what? Hold on. We have a Wizard Bane Venom or something. Wizard Bane Oil. Let me learn what this is. Coat your weapon in oil. Its targets receive a -3 penalty to spell attack rolls and spell save DC, and disadvantage on saving throws for maintaining concentration for 2 turns. I feel like that's probably going to be good against this dude. So the only bummer is that I'm pretty sure that's an action to put that on. Let's double check. Okay. W-I-Z. No, that was her bonus action. Okay, then, yeah, melt this guy. Well, infect him. Oh, hold on. Let's also hit him with something that he doesn't like. So he's immune to poison and most other things, but he's not immune to fire. And I'm hoping his friend isn't either. We could blind him or put him into darkness. The other option, by the way, is to, like... Is there any group of dudes that we can... Oh, hold on. Is this person a spellcaster as well? I bet they are, but I think that as our lead DPS, we're not going to focus on that. Screw it. Let's just go with another fire arrow. And then we very much want Alyssa not to be down here with everybody. So even though there's dudes up there... Wait, provokes an attack of opportunity from who? Oh, no. Is there someplace else she can get to? Because she is not built for this. Oh, and she can't jump anyway. So... I guess let's pull... Oof. We'll come back as far as we can, but then... Okay. Cool.
Work on this.
Okay, is there any reason not to do a base counter spell? That's a... Yeah. I think we just... Wait, what's he actually casting, though? I don't know what he's casting. Oh, Ray of Sickness. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong place. So this would be 5 to 40 damage. Yeah, let's put a stop to that. Did that not... Oh, failed counterspell. Okay. I didn't know counterspell could fail. I feel like that's the first time that it's not worked. Okay. Let's look at Gale, because Gale's going to have some good... Yeah. Stuff like this. Fireball. I feel like right there hits 4 guys. It's probably our best use right now. And then that is probably his turn. We'll pull back a little bit. Karlach. Now, Karlach has this wand of fireball, but it's only usable at melee range. Still seems like it's probably worth doing under the right circumstances, and these here might be the right circumstances. What exactly does this look like? Yeah, I don't know that we can do it from here. Okay. Let's jump. I don't think she can frenzy. Oh, you know what? I bet that she could have frenzied and then jumped. I don't remember, but whatever. She's here now, so we're going to do it this way. Let's start to move the action economy onto our side. So we're going to slash. And then we're going to get right up in this guy's face. Blue Sky, I hope you're also having a great Wednesday. And you guys can hear everything, right? It was a little bit odd getting things set up today, so hopefully it's looking and sounding good. And we do have some channel divinity. So I would like to set this off in the middle of everybody if I can. I hope that's an action. Wait, what specifically does it look like? Well, it's definitely not a bonus action. Okay. So, yeah, let's jump. And then repel undead, or whatever it's called, turn undead. So that's our radius. We want to do that basically over here. Or, okay, let's go this way as far as we can. That's 3 dudes. Man, if only I could get a couple more steps, but I don't think that I can. That is for sure our best option. That said, if we, like, Sacred Flame this guy, maybe? Nope. That was probably not great decision-making. Oh, and Corvus is here. All right, Corvus, why don't we annoy this guy? We're going to come right up on him and try to blind him. Okay, now that guy's blinded, let's come over here and, like, annoy that guy. Flap wings in his face so he can't see us. Now, here's what I'm worried about. These guys are not high level, but there's so many of them. They don't need to do that much damage per dude to really be a problem. Okay, I think Corvus fell asleep. Will not react to that. I want to keep his counterspell available. Big pause here for some reason. This happens sometimes, and then it will, like, proceed, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Ray of Frost on Shadowheart. This is up to 8 damage. Again, I'm not going to react to that. 1 point. I have to say, I'm not upset that all the undead decided to gather around the cleric who's about to turn undead. That's just fine with me. You go right ahead with that. So, I want to hit this dude. And I'd like to hit him as hard as we can, but we don't have a lot of sharpshooter from here. So I provokes attack of opportunity. Yeah, that sucks. I think let's shoot him with an arrow of lightning. And then I'm thinking an arrow of darkness, something that will force him to move. He doesn't have blind vision or night vision or whatever, does he? Undead ward, featherfall, hasten burning. Yeah, no. I think once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, oh, this is him, you regain hit points equal to twice the spell slot level used. Thrice if it's a necromancy spell. But an undead ward. Oh! Well, I still think that we're going to try to do a darkness cast on him. He can't hit what he can't see. Well, I just think it's gonna hurt. I don't think we've got anything else to do right now.
It will be a kindness to put an end to your folly.
Cloud kill on 12 targets. Let's go ahead and counterspell that. It doesn't say anything about this getting better at higher levels, so we're going to try to counterspell. Yeah! Oh, thank God for counterspell. Okay, Shadowheart is not yet up. We are definitely going to Frenzy. And I think let's prepare. And then I think that we're going to do a cleave if we can. We can hit 3 guys if we go this way. And for a follow-up, just gonna hit this guy. No, because we used our bonus action, we don't get like a throw or anything like that. So I think we're just gonna be right where we are. Okay, so here's Gale. Now, Gale could throw down another fireball here, and because of his spell shaping, it actually wouldn't hit our dudes. It's probably, honestly, our best option. And I'm aware that he's got other friends there, but, like, pound for pound, this does more damage than anything else that I've got. It's just gonna... There's so many targets to hit. And then we can try to shove this guy. He's not going to go very far. And then just be available. So Shadowheart's number of turn targets just dropped a lot. If we could get her... Yeah, and we can't really get her up here. Do I want to turn these two guys? I feel like my time is better spent killing them. That's only got a 20% chance to strike. Pierce the weak. Oh, you get to choose. Well, piercing damage would be the call, because then Alyssa could do a lot more damage. Oh, we can actually do this? He's only got 23 hit points, though. I feel like it's a little bit of a waste. What if we used our Spear of Night? 60%? Let's do this instead. Nah. I feel like when it's red, yeah, you can't shove people off there. Ray of Frost. We will not react. That was a maximum damage roll, too. Okay, Corvus is woken up from a critical hit. All right, 75% chance to hit this guy. Still think this is our best chance. Let's go for the fire arrow. And I'm thinking, honestly, another darkness arrow. Actually, maybe darkness arrow on these guys. Again, they can't shoot what they can't see. If we did it right there, it looks like it would get all three of them, but I'm going to focus on these two guys. And then, man, I'd still like to be up here a whole bunch. This no longer says provokes attack of opportunity.
This step is the hardest.
You shall live to regret. Perhaps not for long.
All right, Karlach. Let's see if we can end this guy. End this guy. Oh, she rolled a 1. Yeah, let's reckless attack. Cool. And then if we can move over here, I think she'd get to throw. Enrage throw. Let's throw this javelin at this guy. Oh, we can't. The path is interrupted. Okay, let's hit this guy with a 91% chance. Awesome. And I think that's her turn. All right, it's Gale. Sure, Gale. And that's his turn, unless there's something we want to do here. Nah, we're good. Shadowheart just doesn't have a lot of movement. I would love it if Shadowheart was the one who got to strike down Balthazar. I feel like that would be very, very fitting. Do we have anything left in the tank? No, I mean, she's pretty much cleaned out. We could invoke Duplicity. She's not concentrating on anything else right now. And can we do this remotely? No, this is only melee strike. Any sort of bonus? I can't heal myself. So, Lae'zel just got... Sorry, Karlach just got inspired. I'm actually really curious. Reach Nightsong without having been affected by the Shadow Curse. Okay. I don't know why that proc now, but that's fine. Okay. This guy's got 14 hit points. I vote for blind. Oh, you guys, I didn't even know they could do that. I thought the duplicity thing was, like, just there. Blindness on Gale. I'm not going to react. I'm going to hope that we can save against it. No. We're blinded. Okay, we'll shoot this guy. And then let's put one in this guy. I'm setting them up so that if whoever's standing, Corvus can do his guaranteed damage and still survive. Or, like kill them outright. That's basically it. What happened to, Balthazar that he didn't do anything? What was lethargic? Oh, because he was hasted? Oh, that's really good for me. Do we want Karlach to jump up there and, like, fuck him up? Because I kind of do. I would prefer it if it was Shadowheart, but we're not going to pass up an opportunity to beat him. Reckless attack. Crap. One more? Alright, and because she jumped, she doesn't get a throw. Now, Gale is blinded. Disadvantage on attack rolls. Attacks, range of attacks and spells reduced to 3 meters. But I think that we have an antidote for that. Oh, here we go. Remedial potion. Cures blinded, silenced, paralyzed, and poisoned creatures. I think we take this. I mean, what else... why else would you ever have it except to cure 10 turns of being blinded? We're going to drink that. Okay, so now we are at maximum Gale. I think that we Melf's Acid Arrow. Okay, maybe... So we can't jump down there because we used our thing already. Let's... Boy, that's a little frustrating. Yeah, this is all too far away. I hope I didn't, like, just make a boo-boo by using that potion, but... Okay, so Shadowheart cannot go down on this mission. She has to remain with us. So let's down a potion of greater healing. And I really want her to land the killing blow on this dude. Sacred Flame has a 65% chance. Regular Flame has a 50% chance. And I don't know that she's got any other options that are any good. Well, Turn Undead, it can hit up to 4 guys, I believe. Let's try it from here. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit it. Alright, one guy got melted. She did damage to a bunch of guys. Yeah, that guy's turned. Missed Balthazar, but can't have them all. Okay, Alyssa. Oh, wait, no, this is Corvus. Well, that's fine, too. Corvus, can you do your... No, we're not close enough. This is as close as we can get. sleep. I'm gonna let him do it. Now we're back to Alyssa. Alyssa, you come on down here. Now this guy's turn, so he's actually no threat to us right now. Yeah, I can't afford to let this guy run around. I'd love to make it Shadowheart, but sneak attack. 1 hit point, 90% chance to hit. Okay, we'll take a look at how that updated in a second. Let's continue to move over here, though. No reason to give the enemy the high ground.
Yes.
Okay, let's get all the way over here. I don't know what her throw radius is. We're gonna find out.
Handy.
Karlach's like the best character. Karlach really sells for me why people would enjoy playing a barbarian. Not that I ever questioned that, but she really makes it fun. All right. Gale still has spells aplenty, but what he doesn't have is a very high armor class or hit points aplenty. So, does he have his mage armor on? He doesn't even have his mage armor on. Why don't we go ahead and throw that on? So regular level 1. And then we'll come down. We're going to try to stay back a little bit. Not give them such an open target. I have to confess, I was a little bit expecting that the undead soldiers here would dissipate once the necromancer was down, but we didn't get that. Ray of Frost, don't react. That was a really good hit at that range. So it's just the guy that's turned. That's it. Okay, hold on. Before we do anything at all, F5. Circle of Bones. Allied undead within 6 meters are resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. And it does come with a side order of animate undead. Alright, so probably not our, not super good for any of our guys, but we'll pick it up for sure. Soul Cage Research. Let's give this a quick read. Rambling notes in a spidery, jagged hand fill the volume. They speak of a soul cage, binding the life force of one to that of another. A crude drawing shows 2 figures side by side. The one on the left appears to have a dagger protruding from its chest, while the one on the right has a corresponding wound in its own chest. Let's give that to Alyssa for now. This particular environment feels like the loudest place that we've been in the game. Just be right with you, lady. We'll get there. So, I kind of want to let Shadowheart take the lead here.
Balthazar has drawn his final rancid breath. Pity it was not my hand that brought it about. Instead, it was you. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justicia is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Oh, man. So, here's the problem for me. My character would not allow this woman to get killed by Shadowheart. It just wouldn't. She wouldn't. But I really like this. None of these options are interpose yourself between the two people and say, we're not killing this person. I don't know who this is. So, sorry, just to talk through it really quickly. I don't know this person, but what I do know, Nightsong, is that she's been trapped here for at least 100 years, and according to the diagram that we found in Balthazar's book, every time Ketheric Thorm has taken a wound, it's gone, the pain and misery has gone onto this person instead. No one deserves that. And if she does deserve it, then we'll kill her later. But right now, we're not, I just wouldn't feel comfortable allowing her to die. I knew this was not going to be as simple as she thought it was going to be. Choose your own way, Shadowheart. You cannot allow your goddess to control you. We're really putting our hand on the scale there. And hello to Crow. I'd rather persuade her than command her. But this is another position. This is another case where this might be a permanent schism. Hold on. Can we get the benefit of guidance from Shadowheart to convince Shadowheart not to do this? I'm actually really curious. Okay, no, I'm actually really glad for that. We have to roll a 30. And I can't go back now, so shit. Let's do it. I mean, we've had some pretty good rolls, and I've got 4, whatever it's called, inspirations. It's almost worth letting that one ride. But no, we're going to use our inspiration. Because this is... I'm dead serious. My character would permanently part ways with Shadowheart before allowing this to happen. For real, though. But wait, wait, we can't do it at all. What the hell am I doing? I just burned into... We can't roll a 30. Sorry, I'm so used to, like, my lockpicking ability. There's no way to do this. I just wasted inspiration. So, cool. Great choice, me. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm not mathing very well right now. Oh, Crow is saying if you rolled a 20, you'd be fine. Fuck it. Let's do it then. Yeah, I forgot about the 20 rule. Let's do it. We've got a 5% chance, everybody. Oh, so close. All right, 2 more rolls. Our very last shot. Let's hit it. 20 is an auto success no matter what the DC. Yeah, I had forgotten that, but thank you for that. So we did not persuade her.
If I have to step over your corpse to fulfill what Lady Shah asks of me, so be it. Your choice.
We can't. I'm so sorry, you guys. We can't. You want to fight? Fine.
I didn't want to fight. I wanted you to see reason. A foolish notion, clearly.
Seems this resist a well-timed gift.
Okay. How about something to smooth things over?
To be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
Okay, her attitude is 0, but maybe to be on the safe side, we should get it up to +1. Oh, Char's Temptation. She'll like this. Yeah, hold on. 1. Okay. She likes us 1%. That's better than -45. I'm going to close this, and I hope that we are friends now. But what the fuck was all that for, then? So, let's try for non-lethal damage, which we've learned through hard experience cannot be ranged. I'm gonna say I think she's gone. I think it's done. But let's try to hit her in a non-lethal way. Okay, so she's knocked out. Can we... Well, first of all, I'm going to take all my stuff back. Oh, well, I didn't mean to strip her down. Can we give her something to wear? Here we go. Here. Wait, no, don't take all. Okay.
An intriguing fray. You lay low the Dark Lady's messenger, your ally, your friend. Perhaps you wish to slay the Nightsong yourself, Shah.
Okay, I kind of feel like that's the exact opposite of what we've been doing here. Person, not a relic. I've come to find the source of Kethric's invulnerability and end it. What happens if I do as you say? Plunge my weapon into your heart. I'm not doing that. How many times have you given that speech? I found a spear that seems intended for that very purpose, and we're not killing her. You're the Nightsong, a purpose, not a person, rather, not a relic.
Shah kept you ignorant, did she? Or was it Ketheric? Perhaps they forgot to tell you they'd make a murderer of you yet. Come. Now is not the time for a crisis of faith. Go on. Kill me! You won't be the first.
Wait, that's really annoying. What does that mean? What happens if I do as you say and plunge my weapon into your heart?
You will have done what your Dark Lady requires. You will have slain a child of Selûne. You will be a Dark Justiciar. Isn't it so? And I will die. Then live. And when the next of your ilk comes with sword aloft or arrow knocked, I'll die again.
Well, we need to end the invulnerability. I'm sorry, you guys, right at this moment, it feels a lot like I just permanently parted ways with Shadowheart so as not to inconvenience this woman. Because she would have just gotten back up. Don't tell me, but right now that feels like what just happened. I'm here to find the source of the invulnerability and end it.
Then your task is done. Lay a hand upon me in camaraderie, and I will be free.
Oh, well, done. Is that all it takes?
That and nothing more. So certain was Balthazar that I had no friends in this place. Oh, how he taunted and cajoled. But if you are a friend, you can be my salvation.
What will happen when I do?
I will be freed from these shackles. Ketheric will be made mortal. And then... no. Then I will run him through until he's dead.
Do you happen to have any cleric abilities? Because we're a little short on those now. I just want to make this clear. We are not negotiating with this person. We didn't just do what we did so that then we can, like, change our minds on it. However, we may never get another chance to ask these questions, so how are you the source of Kethric's invulnerability?
This cage links us, like a parasite's fangs to its host. I am immortal. While I am trapped here, so is he. Free me, and Ketheric will bleed.
Do as she asks.
Yes. It is your turn, my friend. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready?
What just happened? Ready for what? Also, okay, here's my mouse cursor. Crow says that she cried the first time that she saw this. We'll talk about it in a second, but to me, this was a moral imperative. Like, we'll talk about all of it in a minute, but ready for what specifically?
To kill Ketheric Thorn.
Oh, lady, you are talking my language. We freed Nightsong and have been blessed by Selûne for saving her daughter. You retrieved this. I need to get this out of the way.
Well chosen, Shadowheart.
Ketheric has the wrath of the heavens upon him now. Resurrection.
Why? Wait. Well chosen Shadowheart. Okay, I don't know what that means. Shadowheart has 1 hit point. I believe she is gone and we will never have her on our side again. We can't help her. Yeah. But at a minimum, I'm not going to leave her with 1 hit point. I just want to give her a healing potion. It's a weird impulse, but here. There. Like, I made the story choices that I did. I will tell you this. I am so curious if we could have killed the woman and then she's immortal and then we could have let her out. But I'm committing to this story choice. I did the very, very, very best that I could to persuade my character's good friend and confidant, Shadowheart, to not do this, and Shadowheart did it anyway. So let's have a chat around. And here's where things get weird.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until Shah took vengeance. For the Lady of Loss, she does not like losing.
See, everybody still talks about Shadowheart like she's still here.
Feeling better.
Poor Shadowheart. The gods are nothing if not vindictive in their vengeance.
Carolyn is thinking that maybe you could go down and do the Nightsong portion without Shadowheart in your party. That is conceivably something, but the thing is, I specifically went there with Shadowheart in my party. Like, you're right, Caroluna, like, I could reload and there's probably various things I could do to avoid this outcome, but ultimately, like, this is the story choices made both by my character and Shadowheart, and they're not the way that I wanted things to go, but they are the consequences of my decisions.
I hate seeing Shadowheart suffer like this. All for doing the right thing. It's up to us to look after her now. If she needs a rest, we carry her. If she needs a hand, she has ours. If she needs ears, we've got 4 between us. Whatever she needs.
Thing. But I know better than that. She is something.
Yeah, we've heard this.
Can take the her from her. Not even a goddess.
Yeah, if this is what happens, then this is what happens, and it's a bummer for sure.
Shadowheart suffers. You might be surprised, but it pains me to see. Now.
What would you ask of me was the end of that. And then, so we've never talked to Halsin. Or Jaheira, for that matter. I don't even know if Jaheira's around. Wouldn't it be great if, yeah, we also lose Jaheira. Jaheira's like, what kind of an operation are you running here?
Shah's ire has shaken Shadowheart. And yet she goes on. There is untold strength there, I feel.
I'm very frustrated by these conversation topics. Hold on. Let me look in the journal also. We freed Nightsong as she flew across the shadow-cursed land to Moonrise Tower, where she intends to face Ketheric Thorm. Our chance of finding a cure seems to be diminishing as we continue our journey, but we must press on. It's clear the parasites are coming from Moonrise Tower. Infiltrating the towers and finding the source of this evil may be our only chance of finding a cure. And then I think Shadowheart's moved under completed quests. Yep. Shadowheart turned against us. The end. Man. Well, that's the end of that. This is the way it's going to be. Like, I'm not gonna go back, so I'd only be spoiling like a future playthrough for myself if I saw the other pathways. So we are going to do a long rest. Yes. And you know something, I was gonna do it with the all alcohol option, but whatever happens there, it really feels like it would not be appropriate to this moment in time. It feels like it would I feel like this is a time of mourning.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shah, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him, but he has his uses, so instead I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
Stop stalling.
As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
I actually really like this. Like, I legitimately am gonna say, Cazador is a piece of shit. We're gonna stop him.
Do you think it's so simple?
I don't know that it's simple. I just think it's what we're gonna have to do. We can't let Cazador complete the ritual. He could, well, he will unleash terrible horrors. That's what we just heard. You'll never be free. Yeah, you'll never be free while Cazador lives. Astarion is very, very self-interested. So we're going to appeal to that side of him. You will never be free while Cazador lives.
I hate how right you are. I knew he wouldn't leave me alone, even when I was just another wretched toy for him to play with. But if I'm the key to this power he craves, he'll hunt me to the ends of Faerun. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me.
Of course I'll help. We'll hunt him down and kill him.
Thank you.
All right, we probably have a bunch of conversations to have around here.
Full-fledged vampires are not so easily slain. Astarian's master will be no exception. Fortunate for him, slaying monstrous fanatics is a pastime of ours.
Our very own vampire's the missing pawn in his master's deadly game. Now, how about we go and reverse Cazador's fortunes?
How does he get his shirts on?
Just what I need.
Wish I could say I was surprised about Cazador's pact. Where blood, death, and betrayal parade, you can bet your ass a devil is riding Grand Marshal. We're going to keep Astarion safe. On my life, Cazador won't touch him.
Crow is asking if we sorted it out with Shadowheart. As like we've moved on, as far as I can tell, there is no way to get her back. And like I really think that that's intended. Like I don't think that we're encountering a bug with it. I think that we have had a permanent split with Shadowheart, and now at least our headcanon can be she woke up in the Shadow Realm. She had some armor and like a pair of shoes, and she's gonna go do something else with the rest of her very, very, very long elven life.
I can't imagine how Astarion must be feeling. The terms of your own condemnation carved into your skin. Monsters' actions. And monsters do not deserve such power as that ritual promised. When the time comes, Astarion will have his revenge, I'm sure. And it will be richly deserved. But not yet. So, what can I do for you?
Yeah, Crow is saying the game is full of surprises. The other thing is that I checked the journal, and the journal has like marked Shadowhearts as like complete. Like that story is done. She has left.
Oakfather preserve you.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's ask him what happens when... I just don't remember what he says here.
Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far.
Okay, I promised I'd help you with your parasite.
Is a threat to all. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is.
I only wish you'd joined me earlier.
So do I. But one duty at a time.
Yeah, we've had that conversation with him before, or a conversation. The only lasting oddity is that Jaheira's not, like, at least in eyesight. Alright. I think that we go to bed. And now I'm going back on my thought about, like doing the all-alcohol meal, just because I feel like everybody's sort of gotten over the whole Shadowheart thing. So, yeah, let's, booze it up. We want to get 40 points of just liquor. Oh. This is, table wine. Fire swill. Spirit, yeah. Alright, let's see what else we've got. This is red. Yes. Bunch of beer. Plum fizz. I just don't happen to know if that's alcoholic or not. This will be. Some more mugs of beer. Look at that! Exactly 40. Let's do it. Full rest. Beer for everybody. Drown your sorrows. Let's watch him.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you standing there. Lost in the steps, truth be told. I need them to be just right. I wouldn't want to fail my new partner.
I don't think you could fail anyone if you tried.
I know a few people who might beg to differ. But the only one that matters is here with me now. May I have this dance?
Yes. Almost certainly this. Yeah, so we don't have any performance or strength, but let's perform a simple cadence.
Bravo! Bravo!
I love how insulting we can be. Take a bow.
Now, perhaps we might try a more intimate style.
Invite him closer with a knowing look. It's what you both want.
So much shadow around us. To think I almost missed the light. Well, it's getting late. We can't face the morrow if we don't bid farewell to the now.
Let's not push it. If he's willing to call it a night, let's go ahead with that. Have a good night.
Good night. And thank you. For the dance, I mean. I won't forget it.
Different people move at different paces. His might be a little slower. I was about to say that I didn't recognize that as being very much of, we're hungover. Yeah, Gale we were working on for some of this stuff. He doesn't do a lot of regular attacks, though. Transfuse health is not very helpful. Conjure volatile shield around yourself or an ally, granting the target 10 temporary hit points. It's fine, I guess. Invest a creature with power that heals it when it's attacked, but also makes it vulnerable to all damage. I don't really like that. Your targets have disadvantage on attack rolls and take 2 to 12 psychic damage every time they miss. See, that seems really good. Once per turn, when you make an attack roll, the attack reduces the target's corresponding ability by 1. The reduced ability cannot be lower than 1. The ability that's reduced is the same one used to make the attack roll. Spell is usually your spellcasting ability. That seems really good. I think we might aim at that. The only other thing is, I do want to look at Astarion real quick, because he's the only other person that we've... Nope.
Yes.
Let's bring you aboard.
What?
Yeah, we haven't put nearly as many points into him. So, creature suffering falling damage because of your actions, take an additional 1 to 8 psychic damage. Push anything and anyone back 6 meters. That seems like it could be really cool. He doesn't really concentrate on a lot of spells. Sacrifice. Oh, we've already looked at that one and that one. So this one here would be Charm. Charm would be pretty good for him. I think we're going to go with Charm. And then that's as far as that goes. So the other one would be probably... I think Repulsor would be really cool for the purpose of, like, throwing somebody off of a cliff or, like, anything like that. So let's go with that. All right. Let's all meet up at Moonrise Towers, I assume.
Attention.
Oh, this seems great.
My way.
I have a feeling we won't be able to visit the vendor. Blue Sky says, respect living with the choices. I have also... Oh, and Blue Sky, I'm so sorry. I was reading along and I saw everything that Raz said. I don't know if he's still here, but I was reading along. I always feel bad if I don't acknowledge it. But Raz was saying the same thing, that he's so curious that he wouldn't be able to, like, not find out what was going on.
Unshackled from shadows. She will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo.
Seems like his prophecy missed a crucial part, though. Didn't say who gave the angel back her wings.
I'm not in it for the glory. Victory is all that matters.
Victory and retribution. My harpers are gone. Shadows, lost in the shadow theater of my mind, alone. I'm the last one standing. But I wouldn't be if it weren't for you. So, what do you say? Shall we take the final steps together?
Oh, 100%. No, it would be my honor.
And mine. The time has come. Gederick will taste of death at last. Lead on.
All right, I think she's like a bonus character. I was thinking that we might have to let somebody go. But yeah, no, this is a lot more scoured than I was expecting it to be. Add 2 wares. No, send to camp. Okay, it does look like there's going to be a fight coming up. So why don't we do the thing that I rarely remember to do, which is like maybe get a Blade Ward on Will.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have. Breathe deep and move.
You dare show yourself here after all you've done? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed General Thorm. You have betrayed our god! And for what? That little firefly buzzing around overhead? I'll crush you first, then her, and in death, you will all serve the Absolute.
I don't think I would let her live. But we are going to give her the opportunity. Step aside.
Where's the fun in that? Boys, make this traitor bleed.
Okay, we got a really good initiative roll. So we've got a great big ogre. Zealot. Okay, so this disciple has a whole bunch of mirror images that's going to make her very hard to hit, and also a fire shield. Affected entity sheds light in a 3-meter radius, has resistance to fire damage, and deals 2 to 16 cold damage to anyone who hits it with a melee attack. Okay, let's try to stay away from her. If the wielder bears the Absolute's brand, all damage received from spells is reduced by 1. And she's got some Eldritch Blast to her. 3 class level Warlock temporary hit points. Good to know. All right. Well, Halsin should have some reasonably good area effect attacks. Let's see what they are. I do like spike growth a lot. Yeah, why don't we lay down some spike growth, and we'll sort of lead it, we'll have it like the leading edge, leading up to the stairs. These guys can jump, they'll have all sorts of options to get around it, but at least we'll force them to make use of those options to get around it. Okay, that's his turn. And I don't think there's anything else. We could always wild shape now. I'm not sure that I'm done casting spells, though, so why don't we just have him sort of like, we don't want to take a whole bunch of area effect spells in return. Hiseo just got back. From something specific, Hiseo? Or did you join from like an earlier raid? All right, so we've got... Either way, welcome in, and I hope that you're having a great Wednesday. I want to take a quick look to make sure... Oh, yeah, so let's not do non-lethal damage anymore. I feel like Ensnaring Strike against this guy would be great. The only other option, though, or the only other thing that'd be pretty good is... So, this person doesn't take a lot of fire damage. I bet they take a lot of acid damage, though. Or they would if I had any of those arrows available. %. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. So we took out one of the mirror images, which is what I'm trying to do. I think this person's going to try to move anyway. So she's got Eldritch Blast, which means that she does have a ranged attack. The way that she's kitted out, though, really makes it look like she's going to try to get in faster. I think we're going to go for a ranged Ensnaring Strike on Gloric here. I want to make sure that Gloric doesn't get to move around very much. I took some damage. But this person did get ensnared. So that's great. And let's pull back. Let's really force them to come to us.
Breathe deep and move.
Okay. I think we're going to go for some Bad Omen on Path is Interrupted. We might not be able to do anything with... Yeah. However, I did see that there's some guys up here on the rafters, so why don't we... Well, this is why we don't. Yeah, he can't quite get up there. So, let's hang back a little bit.
Alright, Karlak, it's go time.
I think we're gonna wait for them here. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that. We could whip a grenade like an explosive. Yeah, hold on. We could throw an explosive down on them. Smoke powder bomb. Let's throw... I bet if we throw it right there, we'll hit... Or right here, I bet you can hit all 3 of them. Okay. Not bad. And other than that, I don't want to be too tightly grouped.
War is an old woman's game.
Okay, we don't know anything about what Jaheira can do, so let's learn. She's got Lesser Restoration, Cure Wounds, Thorn Whip, but I don't want to pull them closer. Ice Storm. Oh, Ice Storm would be great. Is this a... Oh, yeah. Do I want to hold on to this, though? Because this is not going to be our only fight. Strikes all targets within range. Then for 10 turns, you can call down lightning again without expending a spell slot. I do feel like this is a very appealing shot right here. Okay, and now she's concentrating on that, so... Oof. If I pull back, does she... No, I think that it's struck, and then she can go back in next time. I don't think it's like Witch Bolt, where you have to stay within a certain range.
On the victor's path.
All right. Now, Will, if there's any way we could use Will to hit these guys with Eldritch, he can knock them down. The only trouble is I don't think that he can. What's the range on this? 18 meters? Like, it's 21 meters just to get to here. Let's go 5 meters this way. Target is too far. By how much do we know? I think they're just outside range. So we're going to go 1 more meter forward. Yes! Okay. 80% and 80%. All right. We got one of them off from his perch. I will take it. And then we'll try to pull back. I want to read what Caroluna wrote.
A little fun at last.
Can't believe it's really absolute. Idiot!
Oh, I really like these thorns. Citizen Snips is not going to be very helpful at this stage. Let's back off some.
Strip your bones clean.
All right. So the good news is we have absolutely created a very strong choke point here.
Battle favors the fearless.
I would love for Will to knock those guys down, so I'd like to start with him. I think we are going to risk putting him a little bit ahead. He's slowed, and I don't have an easy fix for that. But a little bit of Eldritch Blast on you and you. No, we got counterspelled. Okay. Hey, at least they counterspelled our cantrip as opposed to a higher level spell. And that used up... Who did it? That was the lady? Disciples Rel. Yes. All right, so that's it. I don't know if we've got anything else. We could Misty Step back out of here, but I don't know that... Well, he does have 2 Misty Steps. I don't like having him this far forward. He's very vulnerable. Let's wait on him. Corvus. Let's do Bad Omen on... It's guaranteed damage, and Disciples Rel's not doing too well, so... Alright. That's where that is. We'll have Corvus pull back a little bit. And Corvus can't get up here, right? Oh, he can. No, he can't. He could if he had movement, and he doesn't. So we're just going to have him pull back. I don't think that we need more spike growth. No, we're going to hold spike growth open. So we don't want to do anything else that's going to interfere with that. I feel like we sort of want Halsin to... Is this really his bow? Hail of Thorns. This is always prepared. Thorns still explode. 18 meters, and can do it once per short rest. There's so many guys down here right now. Yeah. Oh, can we get a little closer? A little? This still hits 3 dudes. Potentially. I didn't get a good sense of how many dudes that hit. Seemed like a pretty good number, I think. All right, and he is still slowed, so I feel like we're just gonna end turn. We've probably done what we could.
Can't stay idle.
All right, so I would love to put some arrows into this person. With enough damage, we can possibly knock them out of it altogether. Let's go for lightning arrow damage. $18 hit points. I don't know that I've got... Oh, and we're slowed, so we can't do more action. But we can pull back to try to make sure that we don't take an unnecessary amount of collateral damage. All right, Corvus is done. So here's Karlach. Karlach is the only person that can, like, I don't know, move at all. So, yeah, I think we bring Karlach up here. We make use of a frenzy. And we start beating the hell out of this guy. Or not. Shit. I hope I didn't waste that. Hopefully she will take damage. Yeah, why don't we make her the most likely target here? She needs to either give or receive damage.
Always the same old song.
Jahir's the only person who's not slowed. And she can do Call Lightning some more. So we're going to aim at the guys that we can damage the largest number of dudes. Sorry for the camera, it does that every single time. And that's 2 out of the 3 guys down. That's her turn. She does have an offhand attack. I'm not confident that I want to put her in any sort of danger, because then she might lose concentration. All right, and that leaves Will. Will, we are now going to leave where he is. We're not going to use our Misty Step right now. Yeah. Okay, I think she held on to her concentration. Ow! Holy hell! Counterspell. Guiding Bolt on Karlach. 6d6 Radiant? I think I'm going to go for a counterspell. She's only got 30 hit points left. Okay, Snips. I don't know what it's showing me. Critical hit and pinched. Well done. Opportunity attack, please. Reckless attack. Okay, that almost certainly took away her Jaheira's... Yep, there goes Call Lightning. So we'll have to wait to see if Jaheira comes back, because I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I can't, like, do a help, right? Yeah, we'd have to, like, hit her with some sort of a potion or something. %, and she's not currently doing her thing, right? Yeah. Let's do our guaranteed damage. Okay. Jaheira is no longer fearful. We have to remember to pick up her scimitars again. Otherwise, Corvus is good for now. Let's go to Will. So, we want to knock these guys down again, and if he gets counterspelled, so be it, because they're counterspelling his cantrip. Alright, we did get one down, which is good. Other one's still up. For a bonus, we could try to knock this guy. Cool, alright.
It's easy these days.
I think we're gonna let Karlach settle up with this guy. This guy really hit her. Like, I don't want to go like spend our lives on this, but how? Reckless attack. She took a critical hit. It was one of these. 5 plus 8 plus 33 damage. Yeah, Divine Smite is what this dude hit her with. So I think that it's time to return the favor. 50%? I guess we'll see. We don't want to do cleave. He doesn't have enough hit points for lacerate, but prepare. We'll do this. Reckless attack. And then she does have the ability to throw. Let's whip a javelin at this guy up here.
Easy.
I was hoping it might knock him back a little bit, but prone is prone. We'll take it.
Still on my feet.
Let's see if we can end this guy. The camera just cannot figure out what to do with these elevation changes. And then... So, describe daze to me. If he can't move, he can't move. Disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, can't take reactions. Yeah, no, but he's still a danger, so we're going to sneak attack him. I have not done... I've gotten out of the practice of using her Hunter's Mark. I need to go do that. No, he's still concentrating on spike growth, and it's really hindering their ability to group up on us. So I think we're going to go in for a blade swing. And that's his turn. We could do a shove. All right, Corvus is already gone. And Jaheira's back. Not enough movement. Yeah, no, she's sort of done her thing. She doesn't have any ranged weaponry. And I don't want to expend all of her spells here because there's going to be more. Show me level 1 spells. Entangle and Cure Wounds. Oh, how about some Cure Wounds on... Nope, she can't reach Karlach. She could do it on herself. Let's... Entangle might really come in handy, though. Yeah, let's just have her chill out. Karlach is... Guiding Bolt, counterspell. Alright, we definitely need to help Karlach. Yeah, I don't know why this is grayed out. Wait, who's... Oh, it's Snip's turn. Okay. It's not everybody's turn. Citizen Snips. Let's claw. All right, Karlach, let's drink a potion. And with that, she can't jump, and we don't want to have her run around in the spikes. But I do think that if we go over here, we can get this guy. Oh, and how? For a follow-up attack, maybe this?
Breathing, despite everything.
All right, hold on. Let's... I bet Corvus can kill this guy. So close, but not quite enough.
Let's go.
Let's... Oof. Will, what do you have for, like... Yeah, Will doesn't have a lot of area effect attacks. Let's have Will put on a blade ward. And if he moves down here, there's no area... There's no, opportunity attack because this guy's dazed. So let's have him come down here. He'll take half damage from any sorts of attacks. Physical attacks, at least. All right, I think it's time that we... No, wait, Jaheira could maybe help.
No matter what you heard.
Wait, what are these? These are her Sylvan Scimitar and Scimitar +1. I don't know which one was her primary, so let's just equip this. And then that's actually going to be her action. I don't... We can Flourish on this guy. Does Flourish do any damage at all? 1 to 4. Yeah, she has a 50% chance of killing this guy. And she didn't quite get it done. She did 1 point of damage. All right. I don't want to spend... Oh! He died. Okay, whatever, as long as he's dead. So that's good, because that means that we don't have to spend Alyssa's turn on it. Alyssa, it's time for us to come forward for sure. And then what do we got? Not enough movement, not enough movement. We should have a nice advantage on... Oh, no, that person's dead. And then... Yes, 95% chance to put this Acolyte down. And then we're not going to get a penalty to take a shot on this guy. We could use a Thunder Arrow to knock him down. I'm going to gamble on the idea that she can kill him outright. Done. All right, and then we'll actually pull back slightly.
I am ready.
Inner just remembered that I did rescue swimming as a kid, just the lessons as it's needed to get your scuba diving lessons, and that made me required by law to help as well if somebody is in despair in the water. I think it's a great thing to do. I would run the risk, not being properly trained, of putting somebody in greater danger, but if I knew what to do safely, it'd be awesome to be able to help people out. Does he have any cantrips that we can do at range? Oh, we could pull this guy into the spikes, except that we can't? What's the range on this? 9 meters. I really feel like we can do this. Yes, let's pull this person into the spikes if we can. Perfect. Now they should start taking damage, hopefully, from standing in the spikes. Wait, I don't know what that is. What did he do? He brought up a Guardian of Faith. I don't know what that means. Okay, so we don't want to walk near this guy. Permanently armed. Strikes back to the next enemy that attacks you. It doesn't specify if that is ranged or not. How many hit points does this thing have? 60? I'd rather just kill this guy then. So, I don't think that Snips should go in anywhere. Snips can't walk in the thorns, and we don't want him to get cooked by this guy, so we're just going to end turn. Alright, I want this guy dead. He doesn't appear to be concentrating, I don't think. But I still want him down. Let's see if we can get in visual range of this guy. We can. Okay. So... probably just... well, hold on. Let's get Corvus in here, because Corvus might be able to get Dire Raven. I don't know how far... it doesn't go very far, unfortunately. Can we fly up here? Not from here, not yet. Alright, let's then do Bad Omen on this thing, just in case we do need to clear it.
But to keep going.
Alright, we've got 2 shots on this guy. I'm trying to think if there's any specialty arrow. You know what would help? Why don't we do Thorn Whip again? We're going to try to drag this guy. No, I don't want to walk into the spikes. That looks like it's still safe. Cool. All right. And that's effectively his turn.
What now?
Now we have an even better shot. Okay, so now let's switch to Mega Mode. Still a 75% chance. Oh, and yeah, let's do Hunter's Mark. This costs some concentration, but it's surely worth it. Okay, we're gonna brace and shoot. 85% chance we've got on this dude. Oh! That was a great shot, and she had to use her movement to get up here. So we're going to... I can't really move back at all.
Gods, it's hot in here.
All right. Can we... No, we can't. We're not going to be able to, like, jump up here, right? Oh, look, she can! I think. No, that's not up onto the rafters. I'm looking for any safe place that we can jump to. If we can do a hack. Yeah.
Well, look what we have here.
Not but another harvest.
All right. I really want to take this scimitar. Why is it? I don't know why. Okay, I guess we won't worry about it. She was dual wielding these. We'd like to continue doing so. All right. I'd also like to do a cure wounds. Nope, too far away. And she could do it on herself, but we could also just take a potion for that. Can we cantrip anybody? Not enough movement to get eyes on him. Okay, Jaheira might be done for this turn. I guess I should have, or I could have... This does require several steps into the spike, so I don't really want to do that. This might be another case for Misty Step. Does he still have Blade Ward on? He does. So, yeah, it might be worth getting up on this guy's face. And there's nobody still upstairs, right? Right, alright. Let's see if we can, how much damage does this do? 1 to 10. Yeah, we're gonna double up on this guy. Exactly as much damage as was needed. And then we're just gonna move over slightly. Again, we don't want to take any area effect damage if we can avoid it. Okay, Snips just died. Thunderous Smite on Karlach. Yes, let's go with Mage Slayer. Attack an enemy as a reaction if they cast a spell near you. Okay, Karlach's down. So we've got this Hunger of Hadar. I don't know much about it or anything. It's clearly hurting us a lot. Karlach got over there. Will did his thing, I think. Yep, Will lost Blade Ward. Hunger of Hadar. Creatures within this black sphere are blinded and take damage at the end of their turn and the start of their turn. And I don't know of anything that will dispel this, so we kind of have to get out of this. Oh, but no, it's a concentration spell. So if we can disrupt this guy's concentration, it will end. And we can't do that because Karlach is down. Corvus, I think that we need you to help Karlach. And we can't do that. Oh, man. Corvus, I just don't understand your definition of rough terrain. Oh, he's slowed. That's what it is. He can't get out of this at all. Unless, I think it's time to voluntarily drop this. So I've never had to like intentionally drop a concentration spell to maintain this stuff. I don't know how to do it. Clears all clouds and pushes creatures back 5 meters. I don't think Hunger of Hadar counts as a cloud. I could be wrong. In and out for a bit. On this battle, I'm cooking dinner. Baked chicken and sides. Yummy. It sounds really good. Outside of casting another spell, I just don't know how to manually turn this off. Will break concentration, spike growth. But surely there's a way that you can voluntarily drop the spell. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Hold on. 5 seconds here. It's the first time this has come up. Baldur's Gate 3 cancel concentration spell. Point at the cross on the spell icon and click it. Well, it's spike growth, right? See, this looks like it's going to cast again, though. Oh, wait, is it that? Point at the cross. To end the spell, point at the cross on the spell icon and click it. This one up here?
Let us see the battle won.
I don't know how to do this. Crow, do you happen to know? I'm open to suggestions on this, because this is important, because I need to walk my people out of the death sphere, and we can't jump out of it. It's not over here that I can see. Maybe there's a screenshot. Let me actually click on this link. While a spell's icon, a tiny icon with the active spell. Okay. Oh, fucking... The internet is just ads now. There's nothing but ads. While a spell is active, a tiny icon with the active spell will appear in the GUI at the bottom left of their character's picture. Right, this up here, isn't it?
The scent of blood is in the
I don't see any cross here. Harmonious Crow is saying, bottom left, below his picture, there's a little icon with an X. Oh! Thank you, Crow. I was looking every other place, obviously. Okay, now we can walk out of here. Yeah, look at how much better that is. So let's get out of here, so it's no longer, whatever. Now, I can't move further from this, but we could potentially drag this guy a little bit closer to make him easier for us to hit. Or not. And that's it for now. Unless I want a healing word Karlach, and she is on her way towards stability. I want to be careful about burning all my spell slots too early here.
So much for peace.
All right. Who else is in the way? Yeah, Corvus. Let's have you. Did you already move? I think he's done. I think he can't go further.
I can't even catch my breath.
Okay. Yeah, this person, we're trying to do damage to this person, so let's go in here and we're going to turn off our penalty. 85% chance. Almost any amount of damage would be helpful on this guy. Can we deal some extra necrotic? How do you feel about necrotic damage, sir? He's fine, or she's fine with it. So we're going to do Air of Ilmater. Damn it! She held on to the concentration.
Consider my hackles erased.
Okay, she's no longer blinded at least. I think we will do a Cure Wounds on Karlach if we can. No, it's too far away. How about this?
I take no joy in this.
This is my time.
Alright, let's go for some Eldritch Blast on this guy. Really? Oh, no, we finally broke it. Okay, that's good because Corvus was gonna take a bunch of damage there. And I think we're gonna just split out over here. But Crow, thank you very much for, like, how to break the concentration spell. Who are these guys? These zealots. They hit like a truck. All right. So we don't want to move around this guy too much. But I don't think we need to move. No, we definitely need to move. This says nothing about provoking an attack of opportunity. Okay, that frees us up. Corvus should be able to get what's-her-face on her feet. Karlach. Does she get back up? I think she does. Yeah, there she goes. And then he doesn't have any bonus actions that he can really do.
Nothing will stand in my way.
75%. I do think that if we get some height, we can increase that. 85%.
Sylvanas, guide my blows. Every enemy of nature.
It's only 40%. Is she still raging? Wow! She went down for multiple turns and she's still pissed off about it. Okay. Yeah, let's go wallop this dude. Oh, she can't. Can you throw something?
Go on.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Okay, so before I forget, hold on. Let's get Jaheira, and she's going to pick up her... I don't know why I couldn't click on it. Come on.
Someday I will sit down. I mean it.
What is happening here? Alyssa, can you pick this up?
Wish I had a bag of holding.
All right. Can you give it to Jaheira? This might not work on the grounds that she's like a guest character and you can't manipulate her inventory, but I still want to try. It belongs to her. It wasn't supposed to be yanked out of her hand.
Such authority.
Let's move.
No, we can't give it to her. Well, that sucks. I mean, I don't know how much stabbing she was going to do anyway, but, like, this is supposed to be hers. So, we are 100% headed upstairs, right? Yeah, we've already been down. Assault Moonrise Towers, yeah. So, the question is... Well, no, we do know how to get upstairs. It's... through here. Yeah, this is where we first met what's-his-face. Ketheric Thorm. It's kind of an important name. Oh, and we definitely see dudes up ahead. You can see them coming up. Necromites. He gets a bonus attack with great weapons. When you land a critical hit or kill a target, you can make another melee attack as a bonus action. Let's agree that this guy doesn't get to kill us. Dark Devotion against being charmed or frightened. Extra attack, feral instinct. You get a +3 bonus to initiative and can't be surprised. Okay, good to know. And I bet he can fly at will. It doesn't actually say that though. Let's go into turn-based mode. We're going to have Will do Blade Ward on himself to get ready.
Soldier.
Karlach, hold back for a moment. Jaheira, do you have anything cool that you can do to get us ready?
For you.
We might have her wild shape. I don't know yet. And then Ice Storm would be awesome. Yeah, we just can't get around. Like look at the area of effect on Ice Storm, but we can't. We could use invisibility on her, I suppose. Oh, wait, can't she... sorry, I was thinking maybe she could go invisible as a panther, but then she can't cast her spells. They can prowl around invisibly. Well, why don't we get her into position, then? That seems like a good use of her time. And then go invisible. Yeah, we're gonna end her turn. So this might mean that we don't wind up doing this. So Halsin, go ahead and throw this bomb in there. Wait, what are you saying? Yeah, even if we only hit that one guy, it's something. Okay, we smoked one guy and hurt another guy a lot. So I think that they're gonna have to come around the corner now to see what's up. We're just gonna wait right... Oh, no, she can take the shot from here. All right, do it. And then we're just gonna continue waiting behind the corner. Technically, we're not in combat. Corvus can just hang out. And Will has already used his action. Boy, are they gonna be surprised. Alright. Fucking ouch. Still, that was a good opener. Okay.
Stand in our way.
So I would love to knock this guy back. Look at how many extra hit points he just got. But also he's got 2 dudes back here who I'd prefer not to let go. Uh-oh. Shit. Okay, let's make Radia come to us. Because she, right now, I don't think she can see any of us. So let's try to keep it that way. I'm gonna hit this guy. Oh, we could knock Thunderwave back. Pushes away all creatures and targets, but that means everybody, including our friends. So we don't want to do that. Maybe we do some Stone Skin on Karlach and then send Karlach around the corner. Maybe we do exactly that. Let's get some Stone Skin on Karlach. Oh, now she's the thing. And then we're going to back off just a little bit.
Time to push my luck again.
Karlach,
This could be fun.
would you mind raging for us? %, and if we go, then he gets a free attack. So I do think that we just hit this guy. Not cleave. Oh, lacerate would be a really good call if we could get it on this guy. You know what would be helpful? Okay, stop for 1 second. Karlach, if you lacerate, what's the saving throw on that? That's versus Constitution. I've got a poison that gives him disadvantage on Constitution saving throws. I thought I had this, and I think we're gonna have to move on. What is Baned, by the way? We have to hit this guy with everything that we've got. 1d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws off a Charisma saving throw. What's this guy's Charisma? Not great. Okay, let's use that one.
Let's go.
I thought he was very suave, honestly, with his big raven wings, but I guess not. Let's go in here, and we just have to find that Baned poison one. Why did I look at the description and not at the name? I think it was actually called, like, Bane, wasn't it? It's fine. Oil of Bane. There we go. Okay, let's give one of these to Alyssa. And now Alyssa can make use of this. I don't remember if this is a bonus action or what, but we're going to do it. All right. And now, so I would like to move away so that we don't get disadvantaged. And now, this might not land, but we've got a relatively good shot. Okay, super bad. Sneak attack. Okay, and did he... So he did get baned. So that's good. That gives him a penalty on his attack rolls. So I will take that with gratitude. And then we're actually going to move Alyssa back a little bit. I don't know if we can do that. We might be hemmed in.
No better moment.
Jaheira, can you... If the target is prone, I don't feel like I have a lot of options to make him prone. Although Karlach does on the next turn. How often can you do this? That's just a regular attack roll. How about a regular bite? That's 45%. This is also 45%. Let's do a regular... Oh, bite it and knock it prone. Let's do that. Awesome. And then, can you do anything with your bonus action? We can enhance jump. I don't know if I want to send Jaheira in there by herself. But then again, she has extra hit points in, what's it called mode.
It's easy these days.
Alright. Corvus. Why don't we have you do your thing here? By the way, we ripped out all of his It's really having some trouble there. It's fine.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Okay. We've got that. Alright, Karlach. Do what you do best. Right, I no longer think that we need to make him bleed. At least with a laceration. Oh, critical hit. Is that it? That's all we've got. Yeah, I think we run in here and get this guy now. Okay, who am I? Yes, alright. So 60%? Just do a regular slash then. She's so much more lethal. Reach from beyond on Karlach, which does necrotic damage. Let's punish that. I really thought we had these people on the ropes, and then like, is everybody still alive? No, Corvus is gone. Is Jaheira? Jaheira's still alive. Okay, but Corvus is gone. I don't think that it super matters. I feel like if anything, my character has a score to settle with this dude. We've settled the score. No, not door. I want to hit the lady. Apparently we can't. At least not without moving.
On my way.
Okay, what witchcraft is this? Just shoot through the door. She really seems extremely confused by this concept. I actually don't know what to do with that information then. Let's maybe get around the corner as best we can. I don't know. We can't seem to like shoot through that doorway. I would like to wait. He can only wild shape twice. Then again, he does recharge on a short rest, and we might take a short rest going through here. Right away. Awesome. Very happy for that. Let's see if we can knock her off balance or whatever. Nope. And that's his turn. Can't reach destination. How close to the destination can you get? This door, like it can't. It really is having some difficulty figuring out how to navigate this whole idea. Let's throw a javelin at her. Not at the door. At Raja. Yeah. It says the path is interrupted. You tell me what's interrupting the path. It's actually like the door is closed, but hold on. Halsin.
At any cost.
No, his turn is ended.
Now this is my...
Okay, can we jump over this to get to her? Path is interrupted. Sorry, hold on. Nope. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Jump. Jump here. Jump here. Jump here. Okay, now can we hit her? No. Can you throw something at her from... No, because we just used our jump. Boy, that's frustrating. I didn't know that doors were so such potent tactical restraints. We can't quite reach her. She's just outside range. Nope. And I'm going to bet that we can't Eldritch hit her from here either. Watch this. Path is interrupted. I'm going to try it anyway. No, it can't. Can we blow up the door then? Because honestly, I would be happy to do so at this point.
I think we have given offense. Bring me into battle.
We can't. All right. Wait, what's incubate death? This is new. Interesting.
Enemies afoot.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
Sure. Why don't we do a pounce? I don't know.
Time to push my luck again.
So there's nothing for some... Again, can't shoot through the door, so we might as well do a stab on this guy. And then get out of the line of fire. Because I'm not convinced that she has the same difficulty attacking through the door that we do. Let's do a rush attack. And actually, let's get to the other side of her. I feel like that's going to... Or that. We could Super Mario her. Oh, hold on just one second. Hold on just... Come on. 1 second here, sorry. All right, Carolina, have a great evening. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you again very much for the raid. We will end there. Okay, now we're gonna run up and hit her with this axe.
I'm going to enjoy this.
So close.
On the victor's path. 2 steps at a time.
Yeah, now that we're through the door, I bet we can...
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Okay. That was simultaneously... That was a very, very effective setup. Like, we started that off super strong and it went very, very well. And I'm glad that it did, because then the rest of it proved that these guys were ultra lethal.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Well, we know who he was. Why were you after the cleric? Well, we know that. Whose orders are you following? We know that. Did you leave anything valuable behind? What a curious set of questions. Let's go with why were you after the cleric?
Orders of the General. Absolutes. Chosen.
How did you get into Last Light unnoticed? Although I'm also curious who is the Chosen, but it's possible that he does not know.
Trusted me.
Who is the Chosen?
Ketherick. Thorn.
Probably should have been able to intuit that. How did you come to work for the Absolute?
Squad. Captured. Enlightened.
Did you leave anything valuable behind? He's going to say his family.
Outside the inn. Buried near graveyard. She found out.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
All right, let's make a quick note to look in the graveyard. We'll drink one of these. Okay, F5. We're going in.
I wish to live in more interesting times.
You. What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me?
I did not mention this in the previous episode. I love this guy's voice. Sure, Melodia was his wife. We read all about her. Let's go for it. Melodia wanted more for you than this, Ketherick. Stop and you may redeem yourself yet. We only get the +4. But it's a DC 10. I might have some. We used all of our. Yeah, we have 2 inspirations. Come on, Alyssa, you need like a 7 or higher. There we go. Is it J.K. Simmons? He sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it.
There is no redemption, can't you see? It is too late. If Melodia could see all I've done, she'd know. She'd know her husband died long ago with Isabel. Unlike Isabel, he could not be brought back.
So I don't know anything about his relationship with Isabel. This is new information to me. This is what she wrote to him. This is why I read these things. Melodia is waiting for you in the afterlife. Return to Saloon and your souls will be reunited.
I wish it could be so. I do. But the Moon Maiden did not intervene when my life was dismantled piece by piece. And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. Everything. We are copper pieces in their belts. Tokens to be traded for scraps. You have beaten me, true soul. But the gods beat me first.
I don't think he wants help. It isn't too late. Your story doesn't end here. I don't think he wants to be spared, and this is just rubbing salt in the wound. I'm gonna go for this. It isn't too late. Your story doesn't end here. I want him to feel like he gets to author the next chapter himself.
Aelin.
Rise, you dog. Retribution has come, and her sword is my sword.
Oh, this has not. No, this is her right of vengeance. Absolutely. Remember when I didn't want Shadowheart to murder this woman because, like, that's wrong? Standing in the way of her blade would be wrong.
Aelin, I was hoping you'd come.
Free from your shackles. Free from the pets you sicked on me for 100 years. Do I frighten you, old man?
Nothing frightens me. Not anymore. Let us finish this, Aelin. I have a price to pay for my power. It will cost me your life. For my own, I have already paid. You have one last chance to bow. Once it's gone, I'll have no choice but to destroy you both. Do you hear? Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Yeah, no, Ketheric Thorm, like, ripped this woman apart for 100 years. To even speak against her right of revenge would feel horribly wrong. So, Sustera is there. We've got some necromites, and we do need to watch out for the lighter dudes. Aura of protection. Hold on, we gotta figure out what makes this guy tick. Any nearby allies have +5 bonuses on saving throws. The paladin and any nearby fiends and undead deal an additional 5 bludgeoning damage to damage dealt with melee weapons. Okay. So, we'd probably like to take out a lot of these dudes. They're not tough, but they're tough enough. Let's see what Halsin has for us.
Our enemy's corpses nourish the ground.
These guys aren't... these guys are kind of close. So we can try to take out a couple necromites, or at least soften them up some. Let's do that. Spike growth is... it's definitely had a lot of great outcomes for us. Otherworldly creature, I don't feel like we've got any of those around. Heat metal. Metal weapon or armor to glow red hot and force the wearer to let go or receive disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. That might be good against this person. What's your deal? She's got a flail, but it's got a wooden haft. I don't know if that counts. And is wearing mage armor. Not a lot of metal here to heat up. These guys do... I feel like they do ranged attacks. I just don't feel like I have a lot of big area effect attacks with him. So maybe we go for the summon dude. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna ask us. Yeah, let's get a couple ice methods, and we will summon them. Hopefully right here. I feel like I only got one, though. Oh, no, I see the other one. Okay, so that's his action.
Enemies abound.
And let's get over here. We're absolutely gonna, like wolf out, but I want to limit incoming damage until he can do it. Actually, I think specifically he's gonna bugbear out. Owlbear. Yeah, let's do this. And we will do a rage charge after this.
So much for peace.
All right. Next up, Quoth the Raven can hopefully come up here. I would love to blind this person. That'd be great. Okay, yeah. Inner, thank you for checking, but yeah, that person should be out. Blinded! We did it! That was not a very high chance of success, but Quoth has made it happen.
My fate.
All right. So this Ice Mephit does get to go. What do we have here? Ice Breath. Cone of Ice to damage foes. Oh, hold on. I would love to hit these two guys. That'd be great. We didn't. Oh, no. Maybe we did. And then we don't want to move. We don't want to invite free attacks.
This is my time.
Okay. If Will could pitch these guys off the edge, that would be awesome. Let's have Will come in here. And we're going to go for some Eldritch Blasts. Oh, that was perfect! And that's... Unless he can do something with... Oh, that was so good. That's it. Yes, alright.
What now?
Hold on. And then Karlach. So, we want Karlach to preferably close distance with Ketheric Thorm as quickly as possible. However, running up on this lady and hulking out gets us part way to where we want to be. And we might use a soul coin here. I don't actually know what they do. Let's go ahead and hammer her to death.
Where do I go from here?
Okay. Jaheira can also do something. Can you... Maybe what we want to do is go invisible. Prowl. Yeah. And then we're going to try to avoid any sort of, what's it called? Area effect attacks. Our goal is to like tie up some of these guys, but we have to get close enough to do it. And then that leads us to Alyssa. Alyssa, can you like jump? Oh, can you jump up here? Jump up here. But where, hold on, where do we want to go though? We can actually jump up here. Yep. And switch to bow. And now we're going to start taking out these necromites. Yep, we get to hit both of them with this. Okay, one's down, and the other one's taken at least some damage. And then here's Corvus. So... if we can do enough damage to any of these guys to kill them, that'd be super. I think our only real shot is maybe that guy, and even then... yeah, we want Corvus to not take a lot of incoming fire if we can avoid it. So let's have him fly over here. I really could have just gone over here. And then we're going to try to do Bad Omen on that guy. Bone Chill, 2 to 16 damage. She can survive that. Mage Slayer, hit it.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Reach from Beyond. 5 to 11 damage. I think we'll let that one go through. I want to save our counter spells. Yeah, even a critical hit does 5 damage. Let's... Oh, we're immobile and frightened. Okay, can we hit these guys with ice? Yeah, it doesn't look like it does a lot, but it does. Wait, I didn't follow all of what just happened. Dame Aelin hit Ketheric and got knocked down. Okay. Holy fire, what is that? 1 to 4 damage per turn of radiant damage, presumably to him. So we're just going to let that go ahead and smolder. Can't be charmed. All incoming damage reduced by 2. Can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on... And we don't know if that's actually on him right now. It probably isn't. Oh, and here it was. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use a reaction to knock it prone unless they succeed a dexterity saving throw. So that's what just happened to her. And we can't give him the flu. All right. The reason I was checking all of that is I would love Jaheira to knock him prone. I don't see evidence that we can't. So if Jaheira... Where's Jaheira? Right here. If Jaheira did pounce, what does he have to succeed against? Strength. He's very strong. Do I have any poison? Sorry to like revisit this topic, but poisons, basic poison, drow poison. What does this do? Constitution saving throw, become poisoned and fall asleep. I don't feel like this guy's going to go to sleep. I have a feeling that that's not going to be a thing. Carabastin's poison. Constitution saving throw, become paralyzed and poisoned. And poisoning does what specifically? Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. I just have a hard time believing that we can paralyze this dude. Constitution saving throw. He's got a pretty high constitution. It's not to say that we shouldn't do it, though.
I can't even catch my breath.
Do we have a shot on Ketheric here? We sure do. It's only 65%, and I don't think that she's got her mega shot on. No, she doesn't. We could put on an oil of accuracy. That'd help some. Yeah, let's go ahead and slather this up. We'll get a +2. Okay, now we're up to 75%. Not enough to do the thing, and he's too close to her to do a thing. I don't think that I have any other ways to make him vulnerable to getting hit that I know of. So why don't we just take our shots? Okay, not a lot of damage, unfortunately. Hello to Tarzan, I'll go with. Who is this Alyssa person? Did I miss a companion? She would be a great companion. I would love to see her make an appearance as a hireling in other people's games. This guy does get to go. Why don't we do some more ice magic on these guys? We're whittling them down. It's just not the most profound thing. So I don't think that we want to... Oh, are we frightened? Yeah. So why don't we try to kill this guy? And I don't think that we can move at all. Yeah, we're sort of locked down.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
All right, she's done her thing.
Battle favors the fearless.
I don't want to walk in the fire. Oh, so Sarah did die. I actually don't quite know what killed her, but it's good. Let's have Will try to take this guy out of the fight. We can't have all these 18 hit point dudes running around and doing damages. Can we rush attack this guy?
Today you fool.
And we might even have a throw. So I'm going to throw something at Ketherick. I don't actually think that we'll knock him down or whatever. But hey, it's worth a shot. I just started my first playthrough of this game. Tarzan, I think you're really going to like it. It's very, very good. So he's prone. So that means that we can do our jugular strike. It's not the highest chance, but I will go for it. Quoth. Oh no, this is Corvus. Corvus, let's try to get our ability on this guy. Yeah, 5% chance, but otherwise some guaranteed damage. Okay, the method is up. Let's just do a regular strike on this guy. And then move over here and maybe make this guy less comfortable. No, don't react. The methods are here to take damage. Alright. What are our abilities? Enrage, given to the owlbear's base instinct to increase your strength by 2 and possibly make nearby creatures fearful. Sure. We'll come up here. We're going to enrage. And then hit this guy. To tear through objects and creatures. But see, we don't want to hit our friends, so we're just going to try to whack him. And I'm very aware that he still has his, like, knock you prone abilities. All right, let's have Corvus try again for Bad Omen. Every once in a while, he'll get it, and when he does, it's going to go way better. So we still have our 70% chance here. Let's do Hunter's Mark, which I think actually gives us another bonus. $80. I don't think that's quite worth doing a thing. However, we can hit him with necrotic damage and stop him from healing. I don't know that he has a heal. Oh, and he's immune to poison anyway. Mostly I just want him to not heal. Yeah, so the poison, I'm glad I didn't follow that logic too far. Okay, and then we'll just do a regular attack. Hopefully, yeah, so he cannot heal this turn.
No holding back.
We don't want to banish him. Hold monster. Paralyze a creature. It can't move, act, or react on a wisdom save. Wisdom is not his best thing. Burning Hands is 2. Let's just go for Eldritch Blast. I feel like closing to melee distance is not a great choice on this guy.
Let's go with fire, baby.
Unless you're Karlach, in which case it's the only choice. Let's do our throw from here. We're gonna whip a javelin at him.
That's it.
Enough. My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and I must return to my daughter.
Your daughter? Isabel.
has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
That thing came from below. We need to find out where it took Ketherick.
What? So the other thing that I learned there, and God help me if I was supposed to know this before, I did not know that Isabel was Ketherick's daughter. I read through every piece of literature that seemed remotely relevant. I know that he had a daughter. I recognized the name of his wife, but I never picked up, and I don't think I was meant to, that Isabel was his daughter. But it does explain why she was kidnapped and brought back, because I thought at the time that it was just about getting down the shield and maybe to provide a similar shield for his people so that they could move around in the shadow-blighted lands safely. But then when we got here, they all had moon lanterns. So it was like, okay, so why did he kidnap? Why not just kill her? That would have accomplished the same thing. And now we know. An instructional missive to Zealots of the Absolute offered an audience. To be seen is to be known, most perfect, all veils, we have true souls. All right. Just a note to say I was alarmed to learn that your strike teams have not yet recovered the artifact. The Githyanki appear to be after it as well. I'll have more to say about this when time allows, but it's essential that your troops do not allow that object to slip between their fingers. And that's from Gortash. The other thing, I mean, there's many things that suck about losing Shadowheart, but the other thing that sucks about it is she was in the last episode, it was introduced to me the idea that there was somebody on the Nautiloid who was supposed to retrieve the artifact and that their body was not found among the wreckage. And with no additional information or reason to believe that this is where it was leading me, my mind immediately went to, is somebody in the party double-crossing me? And please do not tell me, do not say anything about it, obviously. But Shadowheart was immediately the first person that came to mind that it wouldn't make any sense for that to be. Because Shadowheart had the artifact, kept it in her possession, and by all accounts, the only thing that she ever wanted to do with it was get it to Baldur's Gate, not to Ketherick Thorm, not to the Absolute. It was supposed to go to Baldur's Gate. So she was the one person that I was like, well, it just wouldn't make any sense for it to be, for her to be a potential traitor. And now she's the one that we no longer have. To be honest, I'm just amazed that we lost Shadowheart before Lae'zel. There were multiple times leading up to this that it was like, oh, Lae'zel, like, I can't talk her out of this suicidal course of action. And then we did, and it was fine. Okay, let's have a chat with Jaheira.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Nightsong again.
Yeah, we could use your help, Jaheira. Do you want to come along?
I certainly do. My Harpers are stationed below. Should Ketherick's main force catch wind of our assault and move against us, they will hold the tower. Long enough, at least, for us to do what must be done.
Do you know what to expect when we find him?
Theory and supposition, none of which will help us in the fight to come. Ketherick must die, and the Absolute with him. We will work out the details as they rear their ugly heads.
All right, let's join up.
You have numbers enough already, I think. You'll want a small force, if you are to finish this quickly. My Harpers and I will hold the tower while we can, and wait to hear when the deed is done.
Oh, jeez. So, I want to keep Will so that we can reunite him with his father, I hope. Karlach is Karlach, like, not getting rid of her. And then Halsin, this guy is the anchor that's making the darkness, so I think we're not gonna take her, which doesn't feel great.
I'll be waiting.
All right. And she's going to have to wait a bit because I think we're going to have to call the episode here. You guys, this has been a tremendous amount of fun, even with the things that went down with Shadowheart. Like, hey, them's the breaks sometimes. So we'll call it here and go find somebody fun to raid. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.